Yes!
Do you remember a time when getting your tape for your project was like this? Or like this? Well, thankfully, now it's not. Now getting your tape for your project is like this. Thanks to the brand new Tape Utopia. You termed that. I kind of figured you'd have something to say about Tape Utopia.
I thought that was my line. That's right.
You want to say Tape Utopia a few times so that it makes you happy?
No.
So yeah, that's Tape Utopia.
Yes, squeaky chair. So, it all started when we had a pile of tape in a box, and we couldn't find the ones that were there or not, or what was missing. So we set out to make the ultimate tape holder.
The ultimate tape holder.
Yes.
Because even tape is very important.
I think it's gonna look nice. Very easy to find.
Yeah.
Spaced.
Honestly, it looked so nice that the first time I needed tape in here, I didn't want to take tape from it because I thought it was like a display or something.
It's the secondary function.
Yeah.
Mess with the tape.
It's a tape holder that's like the perfect tape holder because no one ever uses the tape from it.
Yeah. Exactly. I might have gotten a little OCD on the Utopia project, but I know it's really nice. You should check it out. Actually, I have some pieces I can grab, cut.
Yeah, why don't you go grab pieces? In the meantime, I will. One moment while he steps over our fancy new headset. There we go. Speaking of, we have fancy new headsets on the podcast today. We're kind of testing them out. This is the first time we've used them, but these were the ones that all the community reports and reviews are good on. And also, this is a pangolin. It's not an armadillo. Is this like the equivalent of what, if it's in Texas, it's an armadillo, but if it's in China, it's a pangolin?
It's in Asia somewhere.
Jeremy says it's in Asia somewhere. I have never researched these creatures. Therefore, you should trust nothing of what I say. But I do happen to have on good authority that they breathe fire and chew battery acid. So there's that.
All right.
No one can hear you, Jeremy. You do not have a microphone. This is why I enjoy doing this podcast so much, is because when it's not mine, I have a full license to just irritate him as much as I please. Also, I dropped a leg off the pangolin, so while I grab that, why don't you explain?
Yes, so this is how we started. This is our prototype bag of failure. First, we started with some things we found on Thingiverse. Just a really simple thing that held it. This one was cool because it actually hides the screws inside. So it's got a little cap, covers everything after you got it mounted. We ended up going with our own design, designed by Brian Jaffe at thecadadvantage.com. He designed these guys after a couple iterations so that we could 3D print the exact color of the tape that was going on it and attach it on 1-inch spacers onto a pegboard with big old bolts, easy to remove, move it around, and this is what we ended up with. And then we added a little lip so the tape doesn't actually fall off. If you notice in our very realistic intro video, it tends to happen all the time, especially when it's way above your head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our Utopia story, and now we have Utopia 2.0, a better Utopia.
A better Utopia. Is that an album title? Should I know this album title?
Yeah, we're about to record it. Grab a guitar.
Oh, okay. Sure. Do you like it equivalent of like the Andrew Huang, Rob Scallon 12-hour album, except in like 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Each song is a minute long.
3D printing project that everyone's dying to see.
I feel like we should do that. Honestly, the Tape Utopia project is not the most interesting thing that's ever come in the space, but it would be fantastic if we just talked about it every single episode from here on out.
I think I disagree, but we can. I respect our differences. I
Mm-hmm.
think there are people out there. I think we should put it in the comments because there are people out there who want this. Their life is incomplete.
If your life would not be complete without a Tape Utopia, at least 12-minute long song, comment below.
You better careful what you ask for. So
Hey,
happen.
it's
I meant
the
the
internet. Here's the thing. Like, even if I don't understand it, the internet is a place where weirdos can get exactly what they want.
yes.
You know, we have games about like games or videos about modern day Zelda, you know, and Zelda's kind of a big thing. So that's maybe not the best example, but we have everything here. So why not? Maybe the whole purpose of Seattle Makers will shift and we will become a tape expressionist art people. It's like those peoples that dress up as animals except with tape.
Yes, that's the comparison I was kind of hoping we'd.
You said Tape Utopia, so I don't have many directions I can go with this. What else is happening in the space, Jeremy? Save us from this terrible line.
Yes. So we're doing. This is very exciting stuff for me, getting organized and things like that. But
No, it's
you're right,
good.
not,
It's
not
good.
like,
In all fairness, it's good. For
It
as
is.
much as I'm poking fun at it because it's not what I've done before, which is flaming skateboards. It's good.
It's not a comparison, but that is
Yeah.
cooler. So. No, we're getting organized. We got downstairs is we're looking to expand down there, so we're getting all of our donations. We got new shelves. We're selling a bunch of stuff, getting new tools in. We have all of our kits are now organized, and all of our restock stuff is ready to grab and restock the entire space in one go. Like in an hour, it's all going to be there instead of
Mhm.
like buying extra because I think that maybe we need more sandpaper from Harbor Freight and then coming back to find the last 2 times I did the same thing and then oh well we're stocked up for a year, so
Yeah.
we're getting all organized.
It's an interesting place in business development because I think I don't know. Like I find a lot of times I try and get organized and the business ventures that I have going are a lot younger than Seattle Makers in terms of where they're at. Like lots. Um, and I find you can almost organize too much at the start. Like there's a time and a place to organize, and it's like almost a little bit of a sign of maturity that like now you're at the place and the space is at the place where being able to pull things quickly actually has a return. Versus me, which I tend to just get OCD and get tired of tripping over things and then organize whether it's a good business idea or not.
Right. Yeah, and we're going into the busy season for events, so that's part of the motivation. Is like
Yeah.
people will call and say, "Hey, can we do an event on Friday?" I'm like, we gotta pull an all-nighter to prepare for that. But now we just grab a bin. We're ready for 30 to 40 people on all of our events. So if you're looking for an event, book now for November and December for super cool, unique events. Another way to support the space.
Have you done like Christmassy projects? Do we do like Christmas ornaments or something?
We have a whole bin of Christmassy projects. Yeah, we have trees that go together. Do I have one here? No. We can put ornaments on them. We can make. We've made menorahs. We've made the snowflakes right before the snowpocalypse last year. We actually made a bunch of snowflakes right before everyone
Hated snow.
deeply hated snow, and that was our free giveaway. And then we're like, okay, let's pack these away. So maybe we should do that as a giveaway before the
Snow
the
actually
thing
hits when
happens.
people are still like, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, snow. Seattle. That's fun. That's novel.
Interesting.
Before it shuts down the city with a
Yeah.
half inch of snow.
Yeah. If anyone happens to be watching from like Wisconsin, Seattle does not know how to handle that form of water on the ground.
Right.
It's like it's not normal. It's not like those places where you get 4 feet of snow every year and everyone's like, I had to put the chains on today, you know.
To be fair, there's hills like this.
Yes.
You just can't get there if there's any snow whatsoever. But
But I feel like if there was 4 feet of snow, like if climate change ever got to the point where that happened, that like we'd establish methods after like 3 or 4 of them. You know, like you'd have like a winch or something, or like that one dude who was like, I had an engineering professor tell me once about a dude who had a plan that you could like put your car in a slot at the bottom of the hill, and then have another car at the top of a hill and a corresponding slot, and they like a cable car.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
We-
did get those like shoe studs last year. Those are great. You ever
Really?
seen 'em? You just stretch them over your shoe, and they got little like
Oh yeah.
tire spikes in them.
Like crampons.
Yeah, but like this says
Okay.
spikes.
They're
Like
like
a rubber thing that goes over your regular shoe.
they're like mini crampons.
Exactly. They work great.
I might have to try that.
Just check it out. But one of my favorite applications around the holiday season is making your own like laser cut projects. Last year we had someone who made candle holders for everybody in their family. Just changed the names, but got tons of credit for like a personalized, unique,
Yeah.
highly crafted gift. And they just outsourced it all to the robot. So
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
Very
kind of the
clever.
point. Like, the important parts of these things are like the human touches. And like, if you do your human, it doesn't really matter if you do your human touches in software or like with a chisel. You know, I mean, it matters to a certain extent, but it's still going to be human even if you have the laser cutter do it. You
Right.
know, because you did it. The
Totally.
laser cutter will not do that on its own. It's pretty good, pretty nifty laser cutter, but it won't figure out your mom's name and put it in a nice script on a candle holder.
they still need us for now.
Yeah, for the moment. What else we got? We got a lot of stuff going on, but like condensing it into a podcast is a thing.
That's
So team building events are always a thing. Expanding downstairs is a thing. I will probably maybe link some eBay stuff. So if you are looking for electronics gear, we've got a bunch of surplus soldering irons and monitors, and well, we might not have those after tomorrow because I think I'm going to electronics recycle those. That we would like to get into good homes, and that would be better suited funding the space versus sitting around and gathering dust, because we have excellent soldering irons by now. We also have 4 slightly less excellent soldering irons, which would be amazing in someone's house.
yes. We're moving from donation whatever we got to prosumer
Yeah.
level tools.
We've been prosumer for a while,
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, yeah.
For a little bit. At least since I got back. So if it just snap changed before I got back here and we started this podcast, you don't have to tell me.
Keep my secrets.
What else?
What else haven't we talked about? Oh, the 3D printer is here, the new Prusa. So we're going to do a full walkthrough, unboxing, building video of that.
Are
I'm
we?
going to do that.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Joy's out sick, so we're stretched a little thin right now, but we'll get to that probably next week.
Okay.
And then
This is the first time
We'll
he's
have a
announced
video
this
of
to me. I knew you were unboxing it. I didn't
I
know
thought
you
you
were
were
doing a
waiting.
video.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I'd want to open it, but wait for the camera.
All right.
We also have our video editing station right here up and available for anyone now. We have a visitor account, so you can access the DaVinci Resolve, which I've got installed on here. Do we have another one installed?
We also have
Editing?
Shotcut.
Shotcut. And you can just log in. You can, if you remember, we'll show you how to access the space, get set up on the computer, and you can start to learn video editing on this computer, which is awesome.
I am happy to teach you what little I know.
Yeah, so if you have 5-10 minutes, come down and see Ted. I'll show you
Maybe if you have more like
everything
an
you know.
hour.
Okay.
I'm happy to teach anybody. Like, the point of the tape thing for me is like, we're the type of people who have done 2 iterations of how to store tape, because, that's learning. That's a process, and
I've been working on this for a decade. This is what you don't know.
We've done a decade of how to store tape. And like that's welcomed. So if you're one of those people that's like, hey, I want to do videos, or hey, I want to do a YouTube channel, or whatever, like you are more than welcome to come here and piggyback off the lessons that we have already learned, rather than having to figure it all out on your own. Because I don't know about you, but the most intimidating and frustrating part of a project is when you just download like a game engine or a programming environment or whatever, and you're like, okay, how do I navigate in here? And inevitably you have to, if you want to figure this out by yourself, watch like half an hour of a tutorial on like, this is how you move the mouse. And if you
Yeah.
move the mouse left, then everything pans to the left. And you're just like, get to the point!
Right. It seems like a good idea, but you're banging your head against the wall for a lot longer than if you just come in and
Yeah.
have a conversation.
Plus, we're fun to talk to.
Yeah, I think so. What else? Oh, if you've been in the space using the left laser, it is now clean. It was completely clogged.
Yeah, we learned laser things.
Uh-oh.
You have a picture of the
My
laser
audio.
thing? Oh no, we have lost Jeremy. Come back to us, Jeremy.
At least I can't hear myself anymore. Hello, hello. Do I need to hit? Oh, there
Oh
we
no,
go.
he's still here.
Came back. Okay. Nope, it went away. What?
No, you're there.
Hello, hello.
Don't worry about
Hello,
it.
hello.
You're good.
Okay.
You exist.
My ability to hear myself is going in and out. Every time I hit the phone. So maybe it's connected.
To like,
Oh, yeah. It's like sending me the little click. Well, I guess we'll find out if that went through. I just turned off Bluetooth.
yeah,
So it should be
bear
fine.
with the audio things.
Ah, yes. So we can have this in a file on the actual computer in the future. And for now, we have our new sign that, there it is.
Oh, hey, signs and doorbells.
So if you ring the doorbell and you can't reach us, call the number. Oh, there's our trash. We're getting a... Did not mean to swipe that way. We're getting a trash bin next week. First time in 2 years. That's part of the updates. It's exciting. I've been hauling it home for 2 years.
There is no one. Okay, I just have to say, like, there's someone on the internet interested in Tape Utopia. I don't think there's anyone who's interested in the fact that we are just about to get a dumpster. We are very interested in this fact. I don't think
I am.
anyone else cares.
Well, so you know why I'm taking pictures of trash on our front
To be
porch.
fair, there have also been worse stories of people swiping the wrong direction on their phones. So
Yeah,
if it's just a trash picture, we've gotten off easy.
could be worse. Be very careful when I swipe next. No, this is actually one of my favorite projects of this week. It is awesome. Luke took care of this. This was our previous solution. A piece of paper, Sharpied on and taped. And so we made a fancy laser cut one. But it's freezing cold outside. So, like, to get it to cure against the building, we, like, pre-heat gunned the brick to, like, store some energy as a heat sink. And then Luke made a little tiny house for the for the sign, just to stay warm.
It's like the sign became a homeless person and slept in a cardboard box.
So, so this is an access hole for the heat gun. You can see the sign in there, staying warm. And then with it removed, here's the little bit of a burn mark in the middle, but it survived
character.
and actually stays on there just fine. So, mission accomplished, all you haters. Thinking it was a ridiculous idea. It's brilliant.
Wait, you had haters for this idea?
Well, I just felt there was a little bit of negativity and incredulity coming from over here.
Uh-huh.
So it's all right.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
Just laughing at tiny home ideas.
No,
it was
great.
awesome.
It's great. Like, again, that's probably maybe the last thing we'll wrap up with. We're the type of people who, heat gunned our signs on and started out with a note stuck up there and now have a laser cut thing stuck up there. And maybe we'll have a 3D printed and forged and cast thing stuck up there in another year. But, come get started. Feel free. I won't laugh at you, probably. And we will cheer you on and celebrate your successes and your failures and the rest of your stuff. Come drop by. What time are tours? We should say this.
At noon.
Noon.
Yes.
Every day?
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Wednesdays and Saturdays at noon.
Yes.
So if you want to be involved, look at getting involved as a member here. That is when you should show up. Call ahead or just show up.
You can register online at the events. If you go into seattlemakers.org, go to events, you can register. There's no cost, but that lets us know you're coming, and we can get a hold of you if you get lost.
Or forget.
We're behind off of Dexter. A little
Yeah,
bit hidden.
the parking lot's kind of a pain in the neck to get into. You either have to like come from the north and then turn right onto Dexter and then turn right immediately in front of like that CrossFit gym out there and follow the parking lot loop back.
You can do it. It's your first challenge.
Yeah.
We don't want to be too available to just everybody.
Mhm.
It's kind of like a speakeasy. It's like a make easy.
Make
Underground.
easy. What
No.
would you make it? Is it like a make easy like teaches you how to void your warranty or something? Like
They find out at the tour.
okay.
No.
All right. Anyways, ready for the community health report?
Yes.
Community health report. Ready, go.
Community health report.
Dun dun dun.
We are at 790 days since opening.
Yay!
Yay! And we have now 83 members. So thanks everybody who joined recently. Excited to have you.
We should start like reading out new members or something.
Oh yeah,
That'd be super cool.
that would be cool.
We need to make sure we get a checkbox on our like our membership form of like, do you want to be announced as a new member on the Seattle Makers podcast?
Or we could have aliases.
Yeah, kinda.
This week's member, Maker J.
Yeah,
Welcome, Maker J.
Maker J, or I don't know, as long as nobody's alias was like weird. Like I've sold things on eBay and I get weird usernames all the time. That's the thing. Anyway,
Normal, folks. No, it's not our slogan at all.
I just feel like someone would join, like one of my friends, and intentionally put a really strange alias in there just so I'd have to say it
He's gonna
to the
read
general public.
anything you say.
That would be a bit. Maybe we should do that bit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Call it Anchorman.
have a wonderful rest of your week. We're going to get these podcasts rolling out weekly. It's been a learning curve and will continue to be a learning curve. But you know what? That's the process of being human and expanding your comfort zone and your abilities.
And to our 5 viewers, thanks for supporting us.
Yeah,
See you
everyone.
next week.
Seriously.
Oh, we should put that in too. How many viewers? How many views?
Well, okay.
We'll put it all
Next
in.
week.
Next week.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Yes!